Welcome, all of you. It's so exciting to have you here today. We are really looking forward to learning a little bit more about what you're working on. It's exciting to have the whole team with us. So why don't we kick things off? Introduce yourselves. Tell us, who are you? What program are you representing? What degree are you currently working on? And where are you from?
My name is Jonathan Humphreys. I am representing Umpqua Community College. I'm in the engineering transfer program. I grew up in Southern California, moved around a while after I got out high school and ended back in California and then moved up here about 7 years ago. And I am the first generation in my family to go to college.
Hi, my name is Supavit Jomstaki. I am major in computer science. I'm going to transfer to University of Oregon next upcoming fall term. I am a first generation of my family going to college. I immigrant from Cambodia, so I've been here about 5 years ago.
My name is Joanna Clark. I believe right now my major is just general studies, but I plan on changing that to math and science, and I'm working on an AOT at Umpqua Community College.
That's fantastic, guys. I've got to know, it seems like you're really diverse in your backgrounds. So how did you come together as a team to take on this project?
We're actually in our third term of physics together. So almost a year of being in the same class.
Same classes, different programs. That's really cool. Who are some of the other folks that you have gathered around yourselves to help support you as you've been working on your project?
One of the main ones is Mick Davis, our physics teacher, who's been helping us with some of the magnetism and other calculations, like a lot of stuff we haven't learned yet that we are using to produce our product.
That leads me to my next question. Tell me what you're working on. What's your innovation?
We're using the kinetic energy, like the bobbing or the swaying as you walk. We're trying to harness that and change it into electrical energy and store it on a battery so you can charge a device, like if you're out hiking or even if you're just in the city walking around shopping all day. You don't have time to plug your phone or laptop or whatever into an outlet.
Oh, I personally love this idea of being somebody who is constantly out and about, going places, being able to make sure that my connection back to the office is charged would be really amazing. So what was your inspiration to take this project on?
Just our energy needs are growing every day, and we need to get away from high pollutant fossil fuel energy production. And if everybody can do their own little part. That's the only way we're going to get 100% off of those types of energy production is if everybody does their part. Like all the houses have solar, or everybody's carrying around something that can produce energy walking around so they don't have to plug their devices in every night. And that if everybody doesn't plug their devices in, that's alone a lot of energy taken off the grid or demand on the grid.
That is such an impactful project, knowing that you're one piece in a larger web of so many folks who are all trying to reach the same goals, but you're doing it from a really unique perspective. It's really cool. I know you guys have started your project. You've been working on it for a little while now. What are some of the big challenges and obstacles that you've run into, or some things that are coming down the pipe that you have to work through?
Not being far enough ahead in electrical engineering to know how to build the circuit. Right now, I guess it's mainly just the switch. We need a programmable switch to read a voltage and then make a switch to change capacitors from parallel to or series and vice versa. Finding those little bits and pieces to produce our prototype would be not knowing where to find them.
It definitely sounds like a huge undertaking. Even though you've done a ton of work, to recognize that you have a long way to go and that you need to continue to use the resources around you, that's fantastic. And speaking of resources, what kind of inspired you guys to take on InventOR again?
Actually, me and Ovid have a mutual teacher in computer science, Mr. Yip. He actually asked us, and then Joanne got put onto the project because we were talking about it, physics, and she said, "Hey, I want to be part of it." Not in so many
Quite
words.
Ovid.
Yeah, it was more Ovid.
And as you've started you attended boot camp and have been working on the project, what do you hope to gain from your experience in Invent Oregon? What do you hope to achieve?
Actually, a lot of what we were already learning have quite a few engineering. I would like to further come up with ways of producing energy either for the house, an entire household, or a neighborhood or whatnot, but get off of, like I said, the fossil fuels. And but this is helping me to find out how to start that process of making these things and where to go and what types of resources I can find and stuff like that.
Innovations like this are so incredibly important, and I know you won't have a hard time convincing the judges of that, but what do you think it's important for them to understand about what you're working on, and what sets you apart from your competition?
Well, our ultimate goal would be kind of if we produce a company and actually start producing these and selling them, actually to start donating to places that don't have a power grid, because those places reading under candlelight is a lot harder than reading under an actual steady fluorescent bulb or a LED bulb, because candles flicker and cause shadows and just strains your eyes worse. And in order for countries to develop, they need to be able to study, and studying usually happens when there's not a lot of light out because they can't be working in fields or whatnot.
That's absolutely incredible. Sounds like you've put a lot of thought into all the different markets that this innovation can serve. Who are some of the folks that you've talked to or you've been able to align yourselves with to research further into who this can serve?
So far, just our mentor, Josh.
That's fantastic, using all those resources around you. I've got one last question for you. As new innovators, new founders, what is most important for you to see not only out of yourselves as you pursue this entrepreneurship journey, but out of your fellow Invent Oregon competitors? What are you hoping that they focus on as well?
Just keep going. Just because you don't win inventory doesn't mean you have a failure of an idea.
That's such an incredible message, and I hope everyone listens to that and truly understands that no innovation happens overnight, and that all of the work sometimes can take years to come through, and that you're on a long journey, and it's a wonderful one. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. It's been great getting to know you better, and we can't wait to see what comes out of this project and where you guys take it, how far this can reach. Congratulations on being Invent Oregon finalists.